Is there an Erie Doctrine Flowchart? Have you ever wondered how federal courts decide whether to apply state law or federal law? This is where the Erie Doctrine comes into play, and yes, there are flowcharts that can help you understand it better. These flowcharts are especially useful for students preparing for the Multistate Bar Examination. They break down the process into clear steps, making it easier to grasp the concepts involved. To start, let's look at the Erie Doctrine itself. This principle originates from the United States Supreme Court case Erie Railroad Company v. Tompkins in 1938. The ruling established that when federal courts are handling cases based on diversity jurisdiction, they must apply the substantive law of the state, not federal common law. This was done to prevent forum shopping and ensure fairness among parties from different states. Now, what does a typical Erie Doctrine flowchart look like? It usually begins with a straightforward question. Is the federal court deciding a state law claim? If the answer is no, the Erie Doctrine does not apply, and you can move on. If yes, the flowchart guides you to the next step, which involves analyzing the type of federal law in question. If the federal law is based on a federal statute, rule, or constitutional provision, then federal law takes precedence. However, if the federal law is judge-made or common law, the flowchart prompts you to consider whether applying federal law might lead to forum shopping or unfairness. If it does, then state law should be applied. If not, the court will weigh the interests of both federal and state laws before making a decision. Using an Erie Doctrine flowchart can be a game changer for law students. It simplifies complex issues into manageable steps, helping you determine whether a rule is substantive or procedural. This is especially helpful for answering questions on civil procedure during the Multistate Bar Examination, where the Erie Doctrine frequently appears. In summary, Erie Doctrine flowcharts are widely available and serve as a practical tool for law students. They provide a logical structure for analyzing when federal courts must apply state law in diversity cases. By using these flowcharts, you can better prepare for the Multistate Bar Examination and feel more confident in your understanding of this important area of law.